Hello everybody, welcome to another tech review with T. Phelps Productions, and for you today I have another GoPro Alternative. Let's check it out. Alright, so if you've seen my videos before, you know that I've already kind of done a review on a GoPro Alternative in the past. But that one didn't do so well. It was pretty much a big failure. So today I got another one that I've actually been using for a couple weeks now. And this one seems to be doing the job. It's still not as good as a GoPro, keep that in mind, but for what I paid for it, I'm really liking it. Alright. Now this camera is supposed to be able to do 4K Ultra HD, but from what I've seen that is not true, and it's not capable of doing that. But it attempts to be 4K, and it does it at 25 frames per second. It also does 2K at 30 frames per second, then 1080p at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, and 720 at 130 frames per second, I believe is what it is. Now at first look from my first one, right away I can already tell that the case was a lot better. It's not, this part isn't being held together by a bunch of screws, and it doesn't look as cheesy, but it still seems about the same quality. Like I had said in my other ones, all these waterproof cases are about the same quality across the board. I wouldn't expect any different because they're all plastic with rubber. Also, a big noticeable difference from this one to my last one is this one comes with a wireless remote, so I can capture video or take pictures while not having to go up and push the noisy buttons. Every time I had to push a button on the other one, you would hear the click on the video because of the plastic casing of the camera itself, which is pretty noisy, pretty annoying. Alright, now let's get to the actual camera itself by taking it out of the case. First look of the actual camera. As you can see, it's also quite a bit different. It's got a front-facing screen to show you real-time information of your menu options or what you're doing. It'll tell you what, here, I can actually just turn it on for you. Nice little logo. Oh, I missed it. As you can see, it should say Full HD 1080p 60 frames per second, and it also has a little counter to tell you how long you've been recording with your battery life and Wi-Fi connective capability. And it shows you right here that you're in video. If you go to the next option by pushing this button, it'll show a camera and how many pictures you have and how many you have available and what megapixel you're in. So definitely a big difference from my last one. It's got more photo shooting. This one's a burst mode where it takes, I think, 3 photos at once. So you can choose which one you like out of a little scene. This one is supposed to be a time-lapse option. I have not gotten this to work, and that's actually one of my complaints about this camera, is I have not been able to get the time-lapse option to actually take any time-lapse videos. It's very aggravating. And since we're on the subject of aggravating and annoying, is the audio recording on this thing has 2 mics on each side, but there is no port to add an external mic, and the recording of the audio on this isn't that great. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the best. Okay. Let me just go to the menu really quick, show you guys around. Got the video where it plays back every video that you've played. Go to photo, and it'll show you each photo that you've taken, and then we go to the photo settings. Can't really get you a clear shot of that. Let's see. Got video resolution. A few more options. Yeah, and also the time-lapse mode in this one doesn't do anything. I'll click it and it doesn't give me any options. So trying to pick a time-lapse frame rate, I can't do that. Okay. You can push the Wi-Fi button to exit the menu, and then you go back to recording video. Now this camera, the HD quality on this is actually pretty good in my opinion. I am very happy with the quality that I am getting from it. I have been using the 1080p 60 frames per second, and what can I say is, I'm liking it. I definitely don't think I need to purchase a more expensive camera like a GoPro. I mean, this does exactly what I need it to do, so why pay more? Well, there are some missing features that GoPro does have that I may like in the future, like the image stabilization. Being able to keep the picture still while recording on the go would definitely be a big benefit. I plan to maybe record some events in the future, and walking can get quite shaky, and I definitely don't want to give you a shaky image. The remote does work pretty well. This, however, is not waterproof, so do not go diving or swimming with this expecting to take videos using this. It is only splash proof, but definitely not waterproof, so do not go swimming with it. Overall, this camera was surprisingly good for the money I spent. Like I said, I spent only about $27 on this camera, and that's shipping included. The other one was only about $11, shipping and everything included. So I mean, big difference from just a little bit of price difference. Just like how when you go and buy a GoPro, you get a big quality difference for that big price difference. But the quality difference from $11 to $27 was quite amazing. And I've seen people who have reviewed cameras in about this price range and have bought duds. So you still got to be careful about that price point. But the Powerextra 4K Ultra HD camera, I think, is definitely a good buy. And I definitely like that it has a front-facing screen and a back-facing screen so that you can view what you're doing. Also, because it is Wi-Fi capable, you can connect it to your mobile device, and you can watch yourself in real time while you're recording to kind of make sure that you're in scene. That definitely helps a lot, big time too. Now again, my only real big vice about this is the time-lapse and the audio input jack. I would definitely like to have had an input jack for audio mic. But what can I say? I only spent $27 on this, so can't be choosers. So I think that's going to end it for today. If you're interested, you can find this on Amazon for about $27 with a coupon code if you're a Prime member. And it's $30 if you're not. But that's still not a bad price, and I think even if you pay for shipping, that's still, you're getting a great deal for a camera. Here at the end, I will also add in some test footage of the 1080p 60 frames per second, just so you can see what that looks like. No point in even doing 4K because I don't have anything that can process the 4K, 2K either. So I'm just going to show you what the 2K 60 frames per second looks like, and I don't think I'm going to show the other ones. I'm going to try and show it in low lighting and in good lighting like it is right now, just to show you what kind of quality you're looking at. Okay guys, this is just to give you an example of what the quality kind of looks like in good lighting. Decent movement. And I'm going to try to take it down to a little low lighting. Yeah, transition was kind of bad, but not too bad. Let's go back to bright lighting. Again, in transition. And here, let's go out to my car really quick. Outside in the dark and the cold. Open the door. See, we got low lighting. Alright, now let's go back inside. Alright. I hope you've liked this video and you found it informative. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a big thumbs down. And please remember to subscribe. And also you can follow me on these other media websites.